Hey folks, Cool18 here, and welcome to another episode of Let's Play EU4 Imperial Italy. We are still in our war against Milan and basically crushing face. They do have a lot of allies, of course, but they are going to lose a good portion of their forts here. They will give us quite a bit of war score. We even have a ticking war score, of course, here. And they're going to have no enthusiasm soon. We're about to take their capital. So that's going to go away pretty darn quick. Got some troops here. I suppose I could start disbanding more of the mercs. I really don't need the army that I've got. And I'm currently above my force limit. There we go. Now I'm exactly at my force limit. I will keep the remaining troops here, just in case the coalition fires, because there is one. It's not terribly scary yet. Well, Hungary being in here, actually, is a pretty significant number. Not going to lie about that. And, oh, we are under attack. Well, I'll throw in these troops. And Austria's going to come. It does lift the siege of Parma, which is very, very, very annoying. And I want to finish the siege of Brescia before I throw some more people in there. Oh, they had a river cross and they lost it. This is farmland, so we've got no real terrain bonus. Okay, now we've got significant numbers advantage. That is good. Papal States is okay. Ragusa, good for them. Truce with Switzerland has ended, which might mean they'll join the coalition against me. I'm assuming they kind of, yeah, 60 aggressive expansion. Of course, we're going to get a little bit more soon. That's a wee bit annoying, but not really the end of the world. Siege of Brescia is over. I could throw in some extra troops over here. I suppose I will. Because then I can regroup here in a second as well. I have no manpower. Oh, perfect timing for that to surrender as well. I'll group everything up. I will do a consolidate since I don't have the manpower. I'm tempted to go and just kick them out of Lucca. Sucks that we reset our siege in Parma. Yeah, let me go ahead and do that. And we've got the attached units, so we're going to have huge numbers. Oh, Savoy's going to jump right on them as well, so let's go and reinforce them as quickly as possible. Just try to inflict as much damage in the time before they retreat. And then I'll have to remove the attached to this unit thing. There. Let's move into Parma. And detach and Genoa. Oh yeah, that's right, because of the fort. You get the stupid path. Big fleet there, big fleet there. Yeah, they have no shortage of fleets, I will give you that. We've got a 51% war score. And, yeah, I'm going to save this up for coring, just in case. Just out of curiosity, if I were to start suing for peace at this point, could I get Verona? I might want to hold off on Treviso. No, you know what? I'll take Treviso as well. And yeah, down here would be quite nice. I can actually... Do I have that siege already? Oh, I can. And they would take it. We need to humiliate them as well, though. So yes, we're just going to need more war score. Unless we wait the full 5 years, we might not be able to get 100%. Oh, that is so annoying. But we'll see. I might not want to take as many provinces as I was sort of saying there. We get a claim on Parma. Oh, and it pisses off Milan. Or we can get a stability. No, we're not going to take a stability hit. I will take the extra claim, which will actually lower some of the costs to take some of these territories. We'll see how that goes. I mean, I don't care about Parma as much, although I think it does have a lot of development. So it's a good province, but of course it's going to cost more in the peace deal and cost more to core and all those things. And I really do want the coast. Recall that. That's Tuscany. Protestant entrenched. Ooh. And they don't like me quite enough to be annexed yet. But soon with Tuscany. Soon, soon, soon. Alright, good. Let's go and clear that rabble out over here. Is this all cannons? So, no. A, that would be a stupid comp to bring into battle. And B, I want to use the cannons to actually siege out the forts, please, and thank you. We got a pretty significant speed bonus to do that. So, Savoy. Oh, that's Savoy! That's what I was confused about before. I thought these were Austrian stripes because you know, pale. It looks white, right? But it's actually the pale pink of Savoy. Yeah, that makes total sense that Savoy would hold on to Navarra. In fact, they might want to hold on to more of these things, so it's a good thing that I'm leading the siege, especially in Genoa here. Just because they share the sea, they would count that as being adjacent enough that they might want to hold on to it. So, I'm happy that I've got that. Yeah, just unlocking this doesn't give me an instant boost. I will probably take quantity ideas with the new group. because I am ahead of time on military, and quantity is quite good, in particular the first two ideas in there. I like to grab the first two, and then I go back to teching my military. We'll call the diplomat. Really, we're free everywhere right now. Here, let's suck up to Austria. Hopefully they stay Catholic and I stay Catholic. And then together we can win the 30 Years' War or something like that. We'll see how it goes. I do have some decent allies, so if the coalition does want to trigger, they'll be in a bit of a hard spot. I should suck up to Savoy. Savoy should be relatively okay. But let's go ahead and send it to Poland as well. Obviously, I will have to go and recall one of my diplomats to work out the peace deal. But I don't have to do that quite yet. And probably, yeah, it's not going to take long to max these out. Savoy's going to take a little longer than the other two. But really, we've been keeping our relationships really, really, really good there. So if the coalition fires, hopefully we do get France, Austria, Poland, and Savoy in. Savoy's a little weaker than some of the others, but they're very close, which is good. They're sort of getting their butt kicked a little bit over here. We're going to peace out relatively soon. Oh, Provence is in on this too. I forgot about that. Can I start separate piecing out some people? Not Navarre or Lorraine, because I think they're just, yeah, they're just vassals or whatever. Provence over here, they're not too eager to keep going. Neither is Aragon. We actually might be able to work out some separate pieces here that will prevent me from having to spend my war score here to break alliances, for example. Sweat and sickness. I can lose a stability, lose some money, or lose power. I think I'm just going to lose money. Having +3 stability is worth a lot of money. So I'd rather just keep that. Tell you what, Aragon. There we go. Give me a second. Let's see if we can separate piece you out. No. Not yet. Provence. Soon you'll be more than willing. But we'll wait. We might even be able to get something out of them. I mean, obviously I wouldn't want to grab anything that gives aggressive expansion, but we might be able to get some money or something like that. Let's do that, and then you go and kick their ass over there. So the extra cannons should bring up our percentage pretty dramatically. There we go. And we'll have a full siege of Milan itself. Won't give us 100% war score, of course. Are you reacting over here? That's a little bit scary. That is highly scary. Are you going to be able to just walk through there? I think you might be able to. From there to Parma? Probably. Yeah. Alright, you're still going to Parma. You'll get there very, very soon. Take another idea? No, I gotta negotiate some peace deals here. Sue for peace. Really? What do you want? 10%. No. Not buying you out that way. Ah! Provence will wipe peace out, which will reduce the amount of troops that are coming around here. I'm going to do that right away. Plus, it'll free up some armies to do things. So, let's just wipe peace out Provence. Boom. Okay, good. Okay. They might still... The Aragon army might still come here, but buys us a little bit of time, frees up these folks over here. It'd be nice if we had a leader right away. But I think we will be able to reinforce with enough people. They've got terrain penalty. Oh, actual terrain. We're fighting in the hills. Nice! Really good. Okay, we just have to hold out a little bit longer. We should have to take a bit of a circuitous route, but we should be able to hold on over here. For the reinforcements, there we go. Now we've got the numbers. I also didn't want to reset the siege progress. But this might also give them a lot more exhaustion and unwillingness to continue to participate in the war. Okay, not yet. I'm going to finish the siege, and then we're going to go ahead and hike over there and see what we can do. I'm going to keep saving up the points for now, because that's fine. Yeah, it would be nice to see if we can't, you know, convince them to give up something in this war. I'm not in a hurry to necessarily peace out. Who's here? Austria. Austria should not, even if they take control of the siege, they should not keep it for themselves. So if I go ahead and do a merge, and then, consolidate. You know what? I won't move my troops. I'll just leave them here. It's okay. We'll just wait for that to tick up, because I would have to leave all my cannons behind, yada, yada, yada. We'll just wait till it completes, and then we'll march across to Aragon. Or I could stay here and, you know, not get any more attrition. Justified demands has expired. Oh, that's poor timing. That's very poor timing. What's the next one? Cost reducing war exhaustion. Yeah, that's okay. 63%. Come on, just tick. Tick, 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 tick. Ooh, you got some peasants there, Pope? You're in the coalition against me, so I like to see bad things happen to you. And actually, Naples having some problems is very good. They're not in a coalition against me. They actually don't have enough aggressive expansion, but we don't particularly like each other anymore. See? Enemies. I think I've rivaled them, although the vice versa didn't happen. Currently making money. Well, we don't have much in the way of an army right now. Won the siege of Genoa, and they are coming back with some troops. Man, we don't really want to follow. I'm going to wait till they leave and then see. So we're not getting attrition anymore. You, still nothing. All right, Milan. Actually, that was a pretty good start. Taking Genoa was very good. Wow, that aggressive expansion. But it's not going to be anyone new. Well, it might bring Naples in. That does add quite a few extra countries to the list. Of course, I have a claim on Parma. I really want the coast. Humiliate. War reparations. All your current money. Oops. Maybe I'll just do that. Verona, which we have a claim on. Genoa, where we don't, but it's a great coastal province. Fantastic. Take all their money, and the war reparations. They'll be humiliated, which will give me a lot of power. In fact, total of 42.75. Oh, actually just dipped below 50. Look at that. So, yeah, a little bit of inflation. And quite a few countries may join the coalition, but just because they join doesn't mean they will actually trigger it, as long as I can keep my current alliances. Hopefully, Austria doesn't get too pissy here because of my aggressive expansion. But these guys aren't in the HRE, so I think we'll be alright. Okay, send the demands. What could possibly go wrong? Boom. Let's spend some admin points. Core. Genoa is so expensive. Actually, both of these are expensive. 27 development, 22 development. Genoa is also an important center of trade, or coastal center of trade. Look at that. So much extra power. Lots of force limit, both from that, but also because I have some extra coast. Now, there is some autonomy over there, so obviously we're going to get not our full crack at our stuff. It's a little cheaper to build ships there. Not a full crack at our force limit, but it's still going to be a thing. You will merge up, and I will tell you to patrol the Genoan trade node, which is worth more. Go home in case of war. That's going to be okay. I will take my troops, move into the center. I will not disband the mercs yet, because it will weaken me, and more people will be happy to join the coalition. Do I bring my forts offline? Do I lower my maintenance? Ooh. Do I get the next level of military tech? Well, certainly if the war gets declared, get better cannons and better cavalry, and the more flanking range is really good. I think I would like to wait until January. I don't know. If I go ahead and grab that military tech right now, would it make me look stronger and discourage people from going to the coalition? I'm not sure if that factors into the math or not. I'm going to wait until the war actually gets declared before I do that. I think it's probably relatively safe for me to go ahead and mothball all my forts. Save a few bucks. I will bring down my maintenance most of the way. I still need to reinforce some people, so I will let them slowly reinforce. Mostly it's capped by the amount of manpower I actually have right now. Ulm has joined. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of that. I'm going to make sure to save up my money so that we can go massive amounts of mercs if we do get declared on. Genoa. A lot of these aren't relevant in terms of size, but it does increase the chance that they will declare on me. Let's put that group there, because they could just move instantly into Genoa, and I would not have a fort. Tuscany is safe. Naples has not actually joined in yet. We're going to have to pay attention to that. If Naples does join, we're going to have to make sure that Ancona has its fort turned on right away. The Papal States is in, right? They are. So let's make sure that our fort over here in Siena is online, so the Pape can't just walk in and wreck face. I'm behind on Diplotech. But the next tech is not like, yeah, okay, actual caravels would help my naval forces. But I think I actually will just go up here. Ooh. Yeah, you know why? Because ideas make your future technology cheaper. Plus, this one gets an explicit technology decrease. Plus, if we can work our way up to the Italian condottieri, that would be pretty handy as well. So let's go ahead and we'll spend our Diplo points completing this group, even though it means we'll fall a little bit further behind on our trade tech. That's going to be a cost I'm willing to pay right now. And yeah, especially if I'm thinking about taking the a military idea over here, I want to minimize how much ahead of time penalty I'm paying from a military tech up until I get to 999. Although I could always do a little bit of provincial development as well. That is an idea. More coalitions. That's Ravensburg is right here. Very cool color, very cool name, and a very cool flag. Naples is still not in it. Oh, we have a truce. There we go. So we really don't have to worry about Naples. That is good. We're making some money now, so we can get our emergency mercs if it comes up. We are working on our coring very slowly. There are some potential separatists, but they're very far away. One of the advantages being at +3 stability. I mean, we do have positive national unrest because of our overextension. And we're pretty overextended. We also have a lot of war exhaustion, which I suppose I could buy down for slightly cheaper now, but I'm going to hope that it mostly just ticks away, since we don't actually have an immediate uprising coming. So I'm going to hope that that's true. If we do get declared on, I will want to bring down the war exhaustion pretty quick, just get a little bit of extra stability. I may actually just want to do one tick once I get to 50 points, just to make it a lot less progression. Because in these provinces, yeah, the unrest is quite a bit higher because of the war exhaustion. It might be a good idea, actually. Anyway, I think at this point we can probably go up to speed 4. I got some idle diplomats, but I'm really not sure where to send them. Well, let's make sure we've continue to cap out Tuscany over here. Yeah, that's only going to be an extra 6. I could speed up our annexing of them if I, say, gave them money and things, but I guess at this point we just have to wait for some of these numbers to go away. I really do have to just sit on my hands for a little while. Do I have the... No, I don't have the improved relationship thing. Negative national unrest, I guess, is pretty handy. Inflation, not a big deal. Maintenance actually is not bad at all. Papal States is rivaling Naples. Hey, hey. We got something in common there, Mr. Pape. And yeah, we're mostly just going to sit on our hands here. See, and these are not part of the HRE, which is interesting. They lost their... It's not just the country that left the HRE, but all the provinces were removed from it as well. Where's the map mode? There it is, Imperial map mode. So yeah, Verona... Oh, Lucca as well. Oh, quite a few things aren't in the HRE. Give the protection of the Emperor, increase Imperial authority. It doesn't really matter. I suppose I could wait until we're the Emperor, and then we'll get more Imperial authority, because more provinces will be in it. Something like that, I don't know. Because, well, we do get a modifier, don't we? Don't we get a reduced... What kind of ideas? Reichsreform, build cost, development cost, national unrest. Okay, so in theory, it's cheaper for me to build in Ferrara, Reichsreform, than in Romagna. No, it still has the Reichsreform because my country is part of it. So I don't think it gives me any benefits whatsoever to put these in the HRE, other than giving the Emperor the ability to say, like, you know, unlawful territory against other people or something like that. But I don't care about that. Okay, that's fine. Oh, how are my relationships? Do I have any stupid ones? I have a royal marriage with Aragon, but no alliance. Oh, can we get that back? Yeah, you don't actually hate me. That would be very handy, actually. Sweet. Even with the aggressive expansion. Nice. Recall that. And actually, I'll go and send some improved relations over here when I get a chance. Boom. Excellent. Okay. More trade ships. Move you guys into here, combine you, and then you can join the fleet in the Genoan node, where we don't have as much trade power as we used to, because currently we are overextended. But especially once we get Genoa cored over here, that should help out quite a bit. We do have some collecting trade. We do have the majority power in Venice. I'd like a little bit more, but I think we'll get more bang for our buck from running ships in the Genoan trade node. And again, that'll become a lot more obvious once we're no longer overextended. We're no longer getting a big hit to our trade power. And I'm going to keep these mercs around for now, but I will go and start building up some more infantry. And I know I'm going to need more infantry. Even now, even with these mercs, who are mostly infantry mercs, our ratio is not fantastic. So I will go ahead and do that. We want to get back up to our force limit. Plus, the sooner we get our number of troops up, the more it'll discourage people from coalitioning us. The old rights. Lose stability or lose legitimacy. I will lose legitimacy. It does go up on its own. Now, positive legitimacy is really good. Especially gives you more prestige, which has some interesting things. This is the game where I have my heir, or I have a family member on the throne of France. Yeah. Interesting to consider. Fighting France for the claim is probably not what I want to do. I think I want to fall into the accidental PU. Just get lucky enough to get the personal union, not fight for it. Go forward. This is still the military tech. We are about to become capped. Although I don't think we'll become capped before January 1st. And I will go ahead. January 1st, there'll still be an ahead of time penalty. But I will go ahead and accept that. 6, yeah. We actually will lose our points a little bit. I'll take the national unrest. That's fine. Alright, let me go ahead and do 1 notch of military development. Maybe in my capital, actually. I like it. I'll have more, like, modifiers and stuff there. Or, actually, it might have made sense to do military development on a border where I'll build a march. Wait, hold on. Do you still have marches? I don't think so. Yeah, okay, so I guess that's a bit moot. Württemberg Entity Coalition. Yeah, alright. All very expected. And yeah, January 1st, I'll go ahead and pick up the level 10 military tech. That way we can upgrade our cavalry and our cannons during peacetime, which is nice because they do get a morale reset. You can fit it in at war, especially if you do it instantly when the war gets declared. Usually there'll be some amount of time to respond, but that's all right. How you doing there? Yeah, mostly we have to wait for this aggressive expansion to go away. I suppose I could pay to fire one of these guys and then hope to get a Diplo Rep guy. Not Diplo Rep. The Reputation Over Time. Whatever, the other one. But, Verona Accord. Culture accepted. Venetian, very nice. No longer have a claim on Pisa, so we don't have a CB against Tuscany. That's good, that actually will improve our relations. Won't it? I'm pretty sure. Tyrant Overlord. Yeah, we must have made a decision for that. I don't know what it was. I think we had a pop-up. And we're like, you know what? It's going to take a long time for the AE to burn off. We may as well accept it. Although if I hadn't done it, I suppose I'd be able to core them now, or annex them now. Just to free up a relationship slot, which wouldn't be a terrible thing. You get sent to the Genoan trade node, and unless my autonomy... Oh, and it did! There we go. Let's build another bark in Venice, where it's slightly cheaper. Boom! More cores. Excellent. Still have lots of force limit. Here, let's go ahead and queue up another infantry. So we're not going to have any manpower, but, you know, we will build our army back up again. It is cheaper to run without the army, I suppose, if we wanted more money, but I do need to get my my standing army size a little bit bigger, discourage people from declaring wars, but I think my alliance web is mostly going to save me, because there's a lot of people in the coalition. They must feel considerably stronger than I am, which is why they're joining in, and there's a lot of them, but as long as my allies are willing to join a defensive war, and they all should, unless they get really, really tied up in something. In fact, France would join an offensive war, as would Aragon. In fact, I think the only problem was that they were allied to Milan, and I still haven't broken that, which is a little annoying, but I'm still happy about my overall peace deal here. So, it would have been nice to break up their alliance, but I don't know. I guess I could have done that instead of the war reparations. Actually, that probably would have been a lot better. Oh well. Who are you allied with down here in Naples? Just the Knights. Well, if it wasn't for the fact that I was massively, aggressively expanded, plus have no manpower, I would definitely go for you right now, but it is probably a lot better if I just play the game on speed 4 for a little while. We are going to put a cut in here. Next episode is probably going to be all me at speed 4, unless the coalition triggers or something like that. We are, again, manpower, tech. It will do us very, very good to just go and do that, which is hard to convince myself because I love expanding all the time, but we're not big enough to handle like an infinitely sized coalition yet, no matter what my allies are. So we're going to sit on our hands. It'd be nice to go ahead and suck up Tuscany at some point in there as well. We don't need the missionary strength. I'll go ahead and just take the prestige, and I will go ahead and put a cut in here. Thank you very much for watching another episode, folks, and I'll see you next time.